All right, everyone, hand over your phones, laptops, and smartwatches right now. No more devices for the rest of the day. Why? Because I said so. Now, let's imagine you saying this to your parents. Would they just hand over their phones because they were told to? Nope. They'd probably look at you like you lost your mind. And yet somehow, this is the most common thing parents tell their children. Funny, right? Today, we're diving into the world of common parenting practices and their impact on kids. Well, I come with about 12 years of experience in this field, although mostly from the receiving end. The weaker side, the side where you sometimes just have to nod and go along because, well, you don't want to face the full force of parental authority. Well, don't worry. This isn't just my perspective. Parenting experts like Dr. Elizabeth Gershoff, Dr. Sean Grover, and Dr. Kenneth Barish have studied how different approaches to parenting shape behavior and family dynamics. Let's dive in. Because I said so. Now, how many of you have heard this from your parents? Or if you're a parent, if you've used it yourself? Well, while it is a quick way to establish authority, it might leave kids feeling confused and frustrated. Taking the time to explain why can make all the difference in the world. It teaches kids the logic behind decisions and it teaches them to think critically, skills they will carry into adulthood. The famous line. When I was your age, we didn't have smartphones or the internet. Parents comparing their childhood to ours is like comparing a horse drawn cart to a bullet train. Both are forms of transport, but they're designed for completely different realities. Instead of comparisons, wouldn't it be way easier if parents guided us on how to use the tools of our time more responsibly? Then there are these mixed messages. Parents say, this is your house too, you need to help out. But when you want to draw or paint on the walls or build a fort in the living room, it suddenly becomes their house again. Inconsistency in discipline and communication can confuse kids. Clear and consistent boundaries not only help kids feel secure, they also help kids understand their role within the family. Here's an unexpected one: doing too much for your kids. Packing their bags or doing their chores even though they're old enough to handle it themselves. While parents may feel that they're helping, kids can interpret these actions as a lack of trust in their abilities. Sometimes, letting kids handle things on their own, even if they mess up, is the best way to build independence and resilience. Research has consistently shown that spanking and similar methods lead to more harm than good, including issues like cognitive difficulties, mental health problems, and increased aggression. Positive discipline methods like setting clear boundaries and rewarding good behavior prove to be far more effective and less harmful in the longer run. We've all heard the, oh, you're so smart and you're the best lines, right? Well, while encouragement is great, overpraising can lead to inflated egos and unrealistic expectations. Instead of, oh, you're the best, why don't you try? You worked really hard on this, and encourage efforts, not just outcomes. The parent who just can't say no to their kid, the one who buys that extra toy or lets their kid skip chores just to avoid a tantrum. Well, while it is tempting to avoid conflict, this can backfire. Kids need to understand boundaries, responsibility, and that they can't always get what they want. Practicing saying no in a firm but loving way teaches valuable life lessons. Every family has one, and everyone knows who it is. But even if parents don't say it outright, kids can sense where there's favoritism. Instead of emphasizing favorites, all kids need to be equally loved and valued. Remember, each child has unique strengths and qualities to celebrate. Parenting isn't easy. No one's denying that. Parents carry the massive responsibility of keeping their kids safe, shaping their behavior, and preparing them for the future. But kids aren't robots. We need to feel heard and understood. When parents take the time to explain their decisions, we kids follow the rules because we understand their purpose, not just because you said so. Parenting is a journey. It's messy, it's beautiful, and when both sides work together, it's totally worth it. So, parents, the next time you tell us to put away our devices, we might just start enforcing bedtime for you too. Fair trade, right? So, thank you and good luck to all of us, whether we're dodging chores, finishing homework, or just trying to make sense of life's funny rules.